Hey everyone, and welcome back to AI for the People. We love to keep you up to date on all things AI, so today we're going to jump right into the AI toolbox and check out something that's been making some serious noise.
Oh, yeah. This one's big.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're talking about KLING AI 1.6, a platform that's going to rock your video creation world.
Yeah, and what's got me really excited about this is they're claiming a 195% increase in their image-to-video generation
Hey,
capabilities.
hold up. 195%.
Yeah.
Seriously.
That's what they're saying. It's a pretty huge jump from their last version.
Okay, I'm intrigued. But let's back up a bit for those who might not know what KLING AI is.
Sure, so KLING AI is made by Kuaishou, and it's their AI video generation platform, basically. It takes your ideas and turns them into videos. It's known for being pretty user-friendly and making some pretty realistic stuff. And this new version 1.6, which just came out today on January 1st, 2025, is supposed to be even better.
Okay, so January 1st, 2025, ringing in the new year with some new AI.
Yeah.
Awesome. But we talk a lot about making AI accessible here on AI for the People, and sometimes these platforms can feel a little intimidating. Is KLING AI 1.6 actually user-friendly?
That's actually one of the things that has everyone buzzing. They've introduced this dual mode interface. So you've got a standard mode, which is perfect for beginners, and then there's the professional mode for those who want to get more granular and tweak all the little details.
I like that a lot. It's like they're inviting everyone to the AI video party.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's get into the nitty-gritty. What can this thing do? What are the key features that make it stand out?
Well, they've made some big improvements in a few areas. First off, they've really nailed prompt adherence. So the AI is much better at understanding your instructions, even if they're complex. You tell it what you want, and it actually delivers.
That's been my biggest frustration with some AI generators.
Yeah.
You have a vision, and the output is just totally off. So improved prompt adherence, that's huge.
Absolutely. And that leads us to the second big upgrade, the visuals. They've really upped the game in terms of detail, color realism. The videos are just stunning.
Okay, so we've got better instructions, better visuals. What about the motion? It can't all be static images, right?
You're right on the money. The third major upgrade is in motion dynamics. The movements in these videos are super lifelike, fluid, smooth animations. Everything looks so natural, whether it's a person walking or an object falling. It's incredibly realistic.
That's pretty amazing. And what gets me really excited is thinking about the impact. This could democratize video creation. Small businesses, teachers, artists, everyone could create high-quality videos without breaking the bank. It's all about empowering people with AI, and that's what we're all about here on AI for the People.
You got it. And the market response is reflecting that excitement. People are going crazy for KLA, AI 1.6 on social media. Hashtags are trending everywhere. Everyone's sharing their creations and talking about the possibilities. It's really captured the imagination.
But it's not the only game in town, right? We've got some heavy hitters like OpenAI's Sora and Google's VO2. So where does KLING AI 1.6 fit in all of that? What makes it different?
Well, Sora and VO2 are definitely strong contenders. They have some very advanced features. But KLING AI 1.6 seems to be striking a balance between accessibility and affordability.
So easier to use and easier on the wallet.
Yeah.
That's a winning combo for sure,
Heck yeah.
especially for people who are just getting started with AI video generation. And that dual mode interface probably plays a big role in that too.
Exactly. They're even offering free credits for new users, and their pricing is very competitive. So it's definitely making this kind of technology more accessible. But like any tool, it has its limitations.
Nothing's perfect. So let's talk about that. What are some of the drawbacks or things people should be aware of when using KLING AI 1.6?
Well, the standard mode is meant to be super user-friendly, but the professional mode might still have a bit of a learning curve. It gives you a lot more control, which also means there's more to learn if you really want to master it.
I guess that's always the trade-off. More power often comes with more complexity. But hey, that's why we do these deep dives, to break it all down and make it understandable. But I'm curious, what are your thoughts on KLING AI 1.6? What aspects of this technology stand out to you the most?
You know what I find most fascinating is how this is blurring the lines between reality and AI-generated content. The realism in the visuals and the motion dynamics are just mind-blowing. We're entering a territory where it's becoming harder and harder to tell what's real and what's AI.
Wow, that's a really interesting point. It makes you think about how we'll perceive and interact with video content as AI continues to evolve.
Yeah.
It's something to definitely think about. And that's what AI for the People is all about, exploring these big questions and understanding how AI is impacting our lives, sometimes in ways we don't even realize.
Absolutely. It's all about critical thinking and having those conversations.
Before we move on, we want to hear from you. What are your first impressions of KLING AI 1.6? Head over to our social media at AI for the People and let us know your thoughts. We're all in this together, learning and growing in this crazy world of AI.
It's wild to think about how real these AI videos are getting. It makes you wonder about the implications for things like movies and animation.
Totally. It could revolutionize how those industries work.
Mhm.
I mean, this level of video creation could be a game changer. How do you see this playing out in the real world? Like, beyond just people experimenting online, what are some real applications for KLING AI 1.6?
Well, think about it. Small business owners could create professional looking ads without needing a big production crew, or teachers could make super engaging videos for their students.
Exactly. It's about giving people the power to do things they couldn't do before leveling the playing field.
Right. And what about independent filmmakers and animators? They could finally bring their visions to life without needing a Hollywood budget.
It's like we're on the cusp of a whole new era of creativity. It's pretty exciting, but also a little bit scary, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, there are definitely downsides. We have to be aware of the potential for misuse, like deepfakes, for example, spreading misinformation and things like that.
You're right. It's like any powerful tool. It can be used for good or bad. And as AI enthusiasts, we have a responsibility to talk about those risks and figure out how to mitigate them.
Absolutely. It's all about being informed and using these tools ethically. That's why we're so passionate about sharing this knowledge on AI for the people, so everyone can participate in these conversations and make informed decisions about how AI shapes our world.
We can't just ignore the potential problems. We have to address them head on and work towards solutions to ensure AI is used for good.
Exactly. And it's not just about preventing misuse. We also have to think about the broader societal impact. Like what happens to traditional jobs in video production and animation as AI gets more sophisticated?
That's a big question, and one that doesn't have an easy answer.
Yeah.
But it's a conversation we need to have. How do we prepare for the future of work in a world where AI is playing an increasingly important role?
It's about adapting and evolving alongside the technology. Who knows? Maybe AI will even create entirely new jobs that we can't even imagine yet.
Yeah, that's an optimistic thought. It's definitely a lot to think about.
Yeah.
But even with all those big questions, I'm still blown away by what KLING AI 1.6 can do right now. It's like a sneak peek into the future of video creation, and it's pretty amazing.
I know, right? And the fact that it's becoming more accessible to everyone is what makes it so revolutionary. We're moving away from AI being this exclusive thing for experts and tech companies and towards a world where anyone can harness its power.
And that's what AI for the people is all about. Making AI understandable and empowering everyone to be a part of this technological revolution.
Because AI isn't just for a select few, it's for everyone.
Couldn't agree more. Okay, let's dive into some of the more specific features of KLING AI 1.6. I was reading about something called a motion brush for more detailed animation control.
Oh, yeah, the motion brush. That one has a lot of people excited, but it's not actually available yet. It's still in development along with some more advanced camera movement options.
Ah, so it's like a teaser for what's to come. Still pretty cool, though.
Okay, yeah.
It shows they're actively working on improving the tool.
For sure. And even without those features, KLING AI 1.6 is already pretty impressive. They've done a lot to enhance the realism of the backgrounds, for example.
Backgrounds. Yeah, I've noticed that sometimes the backgrounds in AI videos can look a little fake. So
Yeah.
what have they done to improve that?
Well, they've implemented some pretty advanced algorithms that take into account things like depth of field lighting perspective. So the backgrounds look more natural and blend in seamlessly with the subjects.
Makes sense. If the background looks off, it can ruin the whole illusion of realism.
Exactly. It's all about those details coming together to create a believable experience.
I'm curious, what do you think are some of the more creative or unexpected ways people might use KLING AI 1.6? We've talked about ads and educational videos, but I'm sure there's some out-of-the-box ideas out there.
Oh, I'm sure people are already coming up with all sorts of crazy uses for it.
Yeah.
Maybe a resurgence of stop-motion animation with AI-generated characters and backgrounds. Or what about interactive virtual tours or immersive storytelling experiences?
Those are some great ideas. It really shows how AI can push the boundaries of creativity and storytelling in ways we never imagined.
It's what makes this whole field so exciting. The possibilities are endless. We're just scratching the surface of what AI can do.
Before we wrap up, I want to go back to the ethical side of things.
Yeah.
It's something that deserves more attention.
For sure. As AI videos get more realistic, we need to have serious discussions about responsible use, potential biases, and the impact on society as a whole. We can't ignore these issues.
Absolutely. And that leads us to our call to action for today's listeners. We want you to be a part of this conversation. So share your thoughts, questions, concerns about AI video generation with us on social media at AI for the People. Let's explore these complex issues together and shape the future of AI in a way that benefits everyone. And we're back for the final part of our KLING AI 1.6 deep dive.
It's been a wild ride exploring all the ins and outs of this game-changing tech.
Feels like we just scratched the surface, but wow, we covered a lot.
Yeah, we hit the features, the potential, the competition, of course, the ethical stuff.
It's been a whirlwind of info, but I hope our listeners are feeling as pumped about the future of AI video as we are.
Me too. Before we sign off, though, I want to leave our listeners with a little something to think about.
I love a good thought-provoking takeaway. What you got for us?
Well, throughout this whole deep dive, we've talked about how KLING AI 1.6 is democratizing video creation, giving individuals the power to bring their ideas to life.
Absolutely. That's been a big theme for sure.
But it's not just about having the tools, it's about having the mindset of a creative explorer.
I like that. What do you mean by a creative explorer mindset?
I think we're moving into this really cool space where the lines between creator and consumer are starting to blur. With tools like KLING AI 1.6, anyone can become a storyteller, a filmmaker, an animator.
It's like we're all becoming active participants in the creative process, instead of just passive viewers.
Exactly. And that shift has some huge implications for how we think about art, entertainment, education even.
It's almost like AI is giving us this whole new language to express ourselves, a new way to connect with each other.
That's a great way to put it. And just like learning any new language, it takes practice, experimentation, and being open to the unknown.
So our challenge to you, dear listener, is this. Don't be afraid to dive in. Get your hands dirty with AI tools like KLING AI 1.6, play around, experiment, mess up, discover what you're capable of creating.
Don't let the tech intimidate you. Embrace it, explore it, let your imagination run wild.
You never know. You might just stumble onto the next big thing in video.
And even if you don't, the journey itself is a reward.
Well said. And remember, we're here to support you every step of the way. If you have questions, want to share your creations, or just want to geek out about AI, come find us on social media at AI for the People.
We're all about building a community of AI enthusiasts and connecting with like-minded folks.
Because at the end of the day, AI isn't just about algorithms and code.
It's about people and their stories and their incredible creativity.
And that's what AI for the People is all about. Thanks for joining us on this journey. We'll see you next time for another deep dive into the amazing world of AI.
Until then, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep creating.